Hello everyone and welcome to the Darkside Detective. Detective? I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Well, this is an indie title recommended to me by my father. Says it's pretty good. And funny. And entertaining, so I'll be trying it out. As you can see, he has completed the first level, but I haven't. So let's see. The chief has sent me to the Jones residence. Dule is there with further details. Edit. Their kid got lost in the dark side. What? And I need to blame. Did the old switcheroony and got the kid home? I didn't hear her say it, but she probably called me a hero. What? Edit. Oh. What? What? Continue. What? What was the edit about? So the kid got into Nanny's stuff and accidentally used it to trap herself in the creepy attic. What the fuck? Oh, oh, it's not from the restart. It's not from the beginning. Malice in Wonderland. Yeah, there we are. God damn it. Well, spoiler alert. I guess we know who did it. Oh, I almost shot you there, detective. You shouldn't be sneaking around like that. Dule, you watched me drive up. I had my siren on. You waved at me as I pulled in. I guess this place has me spooked out a little. So what happened here? Chief Scully just called me up and told me to get here ASAP. No details. 7-year-old kid Alice went missing a day ago. No sign of her leaving the house. I don't know with the voices. I can't deal with voices right now. Seems to be the kind of spooky crap. I mean, the kind of case you're into, detective. Hey. Alright, the paranormal is very serious stuff, okay? Great, let's get started. Our trusty squad car. I like to call it the Popo Moto. What? Yeah. After you, detective. You know, whenever standing in this rain stops being fun for you. Alright. Jerk. Officer Dule, why is there a hobo dripping all over my carpet? That's Detective Francis McQueen, Mr. Jones. He's here to investigate. I see. Queen Lake's finest, eh? Mr. Jones, isn't your daughter missing? So how can I help you, detective? Tell me about Alice. I'll level with you, detective. I don't have many dealings with her. She has a limited conversation pool. She's 7. Exactly. A tedious age. So I leave that to the nanny. She's around here somewhere. You're a temple father, aren't you? Where were you last night? How come you didn't notice he was missing? I was out. How wonderfully shady. Have you got an alibi? Where I was is none of your business, detective. My taxes pay your salary. Oh, I thought I was a private dick. Yes, I am. They also pay for the cell and questioning room I'm going to have Dule here take you to. Oh, got you there. Fine, call this number. It'll vouch for me. Bastis Belle's Booty Boutique. Classy stuff? Belle's. Fond memories. What? I mean, where was she? A Bell shop? What? You received that Matz's. Wait, how? Oh, I must have clicked on the ashtray accidentally. I hope you don't smoke around your kid. Thankfully, detective, I am rarely around, my kid. You are terrible. Nice schooner. Haha, you dummy, it's not a schooner, it's a sailboat. A schooner is a sailboat, Dole. Grandfather clock. This reminds me of my grandfather. Your grandfather was a clock? What? No, he had a clock. Same. I thought I finally found out something interesting about you. What? I'm interesting. Whatever you say, detective. Low blow. Chandelier. One of those crystals is worth more than I get paid in a year. We could take one. You passed the corruption test? Well done, detective. Closet. Box of junk. A black light bulb. May as well take it. Now all we need is a disco ball, some white clothes, and fat bits. Then we've got ourselves a good night. A good night will be fighting this kid. All the other junk is useless junk. Detective McQueen is so dedicated. Looked, I wonder where I find the key. Can I change the light bulb, perhaps? I can't help but think this cheap black light would look out of place in their fancy chandelier. This study, yeah. So how can I help you, detective? Mr. Jones, I want access to your study. I'd love to help, detective, but I seem to have misplaced the key. Sorry. I've taken up enough of your time. And I've nothing further to say, detective. Kindly leave me be. Dude, you are so overstressed about your missing kid. Gas pipe. Upstairs. Attic. Gasp. Paint thinner. I thought there was blood for a second there. Broken down. May not be broken after all. Just a blown bulb. Ho ho ho! I hope it doesn't reveal somebody's Alexei. What the heck? Well, that doesn't look ominous at all. Oh no. Those look heavy enough to knock somebody out cold. Boxes. Just the bunch of forgotten memories. How sad. The pattern on the wall looks washed out in places. I wonder what would happen if I redraw it. Can I redraw it with matches? These are from Basis Belle's Booty Boutique. This kid didn't win out on the Father's Days. Yeah, okay. Looks like they gave way recently, spilling paint thinner all over the wall. Oh, so that's the markings were removed. A box marked Aunt's broken dreams. What an odd place for a telephone. They must have run out of places to draw. I mean, put it. A place this fancy deserves something nicer than plastic flowers. Painting. Poor woman must be worried sick about your kid. I'll find your detective. Tell me about Alex. She is spoiled and sticks her nose where it doesn't belong. But that's what having your super rich parents will do to you, I guess. Yeah, the nanny did it. The nanny did it. Surprise. How long have you been working for the Jones? Jones is detective. Even though it ends with an S, you still pluralize it. Is now really the best time? It's always a good time for grammar. I agree. Anyway, answer the question. Long enough to harbor no ill will whatsoever. That's a long time. A very innocent nanny, yes. Do you have keys for the various rooms? I am a nanny, not a maid. Right, but do you? Yes. May I have the key to the study then? Sure, there's nothing incriminating in there anyway. You received the item study key. What can you tell me about the demonic doorway in the attic? Nothing. Not a thing. It's nothing to do with me, that's for sure. I was here the whole time. We're done here. For now. I'll get back to work and nothing else. Yeah. Then Alice and her mom look quite happy there. That's Alice? Of course, I mean... obviously. Seems impolite to go rifling around somebody's drawer and invite it. Yeah, sure, but stealing crystals is a-okay. A waterbed. Very fancy. Looks like something has been kicked under here. No, it doesn't. You received item. Strange spades. It's a peculiar pattern from the Occult for Dummies book. Daughter's bedroom. Hello, can I ask?
My baby! My baby's gone!
Is there an...
You have to find her!
there's a group...
Have you found her? Have you found my baby?
Not yet, but I wanted to ask.
You have to find her, please! Find my baby! My baby! Ah!
Oh, God. Right. That wasn't me, by the way. Sorry. How do I... Oh.
Find her!
That's the best crying voice I can do. This could be a drawing of our suspect. Really? I'll put out an APB then. No, don't do that. 3. Looking at this, I thought she's going to art school. Art students is like 7. I've never seen a horse with 5 legs before. Ha! Depends. This is no time for art, detective. Black light. This looks useful. Aha! Drawers. I don't have much use for it. Doesn't pink socks.
Tell me where she is, bear.
I'm only kidding. You don't know. You're only a bear. A stupid, know nothing bear. Plot twist! The bear did it! Okay, I seem to have everything I need. Let's get down to some spooky hijinks and redraw those missing symbols. And get inside the demonic realm. Alright. Yes, this is a great idea. Are you still alive, detective? That should be it. Great. Maybe now it's a good time to stop doing, well, anything really. Even I'm not foolish enough to go in there with no light. And the light, well, I can't take this with me, obviously. What? That's a rookie mistake, if you say so. So I probably need a lantern of some sort or a flashlight. Leave me alone. I'm sorry, dude. I need to go down, alright? Hey presto, read it. Painting. Roy Jones, Esquire. Takes a certain type of person to have an oil painting of themselves. No, right? An old Lowy lantern. Seems to have some oil left too. Dog statue. This statue is ugly enough to be worth a lot of cash. Bookshelf. A nice collection of books. The dust suggests they've not been looked at in some time. Same. His magazine collection. Jeez, this guy's obsessed with Jags. Jags Weekly. Another lovely pair. Hey, there are only 2 seats in this house. Don't be daft, Dole. There are more. They're just off camera. You don't have to do this for meta, fourth wall breaking jokes. The game is fun as it is. Don't take me out of the experience. Yeah, I'm sorry. I should probably light this thing, you know, just in case. Lit. Okay, too late. Let's do this. No offense, detective. I'm going nowhere near that Crewfest. I'll stand guard out here. Oh no. Do I want to talk to her? No, mister. Hey, kiddo. Are you in here to take me home? Yep. Good, I'm hungry and the sounds from downstairs are scaring me. Kid, let's get out. Yeah, let's get out of here. Downstairs? Bang! Oh no. That was her master.
Not so fast, detective.
Where's Dule? That idiot? I knocked him out. I can't have you snooping around anymore, so I'm going to trap you here. At least take the girl. Oh, I intend to. I'm her legal guardian after all. It's my job to look after her. Especially if anything should happen to her parents. Say, for example, they're getting trapped in the Darkside's version of their bedroom. It's where they'd be now if Alice hadn't got into my stuff and stupidly dropped yourself up here. I figured it'd be best to lay low until you had until you had gone. I thought you had given up by now. What kind of cop would give up on a missing kid? Most of the TLPD. Sadly fair. So that's what this is, an inheritance scheme. You have to admit, it's a fairly perfect crime. It is actually. With the use of magic! Everything is possible, even perfect crimes. Even if you do get rid of me, then what? Alice knows what you're up to. She's a smart kid. If she's so smart, she'll know to keep her mouth shut. Once Dooley wakes up, you and your scheme will be done for. Good point. I just have to get you to drag him into here with you. Come on. Aha. Paint thinner. No. Yes. Paint. What's left in? Brown. Have a taste. Have a taste of your own medicine. No. I was so fast, she didn't even have the time to shoot me. Well, that's a problem solvent. I don't know what this means. Come on, Alice, let's wake up Dole so I can tell him my pun. Pretend it's the first time you heard it, okay? What was the pun? Solvent. Vent? I don't get the pun. Okay, mister. So the kid got the nanny's staff and accidentally used it to trap yourself in that creepy attic. Oh, so here we are again. Darkside. That's a surprisingly succinct summary of things, yes. Same, the nanny was certifiable. She was a looker. Literally, she was dabbling in the dark arts with a plan to trap innocent people in the parallel world, kidnap the kid, and steal all their cash. I said it was the same. Jeez. I wonder where the nanny got the cat books from anyway. That stuff is hard to find these days. It never was. A case for another day, I guess. First of all, I have to figure out what kind of paperwork covers this mess. Case closed. Alright, let's get to the second one. Let's find out who sold here the books. Come along. So the edit is available as you complete it. Dudley suggested a visit to the library. He must have seen the strange storm gathering over it. Oh my god! It's all the gods and stuff. Like the Elder Sign games. It's a board game. It's pretty fun. I think it's a little bit haunted. It's with the lights. Okay, so what's the case, Dolly? Fill me in. Case? No, I've some overdue books to drop back. So that purple swirling vortex thing above the building has nothing to do with why we're here? Come on now, detective, you're hardly gonna arrest the weather. The thing you'll try to do to justify this department. Let's get this over with. Arrest the weather. These statues make me uncomfortable, but not very welcoming. I should at least be reading a book or wearing glasses or something. Before this was the library, it was where the mayor kept her lion collection. Oh right, that clears that up, so... What? Plague. This is a library. What the hell for plague? Yeah, it's a thing. How many cases do we need to solve, do you think? To get a car that doesn't leak in the rain. It keeps us fresh. Sharp even. Fines for being late? How are books late? It's not like they have places to be. You're not charming your way out of this, Patrick. Rules are rules. Don't we come to some kind of arrangement? Do you have any parking tickets you want to see go bye-bye? Dooley, are you trying to bribe your way out of a fine? No? Here's an arrangement for you. I don't remember what voice I gave here. Here's an arrangement for you. I'll drop your fines if you arrest that troublesome kid. Kid? The one who's responsible for the storm. And you know, the ghosts. What? Ghosts? What? What? What were you saying about ghosts? This place is haunted. You know, the usual stuff. The usual? Flickering lights, floating books, strange noises, eerie purple storms. It's chasing off the readers. Who cares? No one reads books. And you say Kid is to blame? He's the only one here often enough. Suspiciously often, if you ask me. I'll look into it. Do, or else I'll call a pair of oddball priests and or a questionable ghost bursting startup to come fix this. Haha. What books did Dooley borrow? He had Rules to Rave, Roswell, New Mexico, where the aliens really experiment on us, and The Law. What is it, and do we really need it? Hey, what happened to librarian reader privilege? Not a real thing, buddy. I think you gave up on the law book. Not enough pictures. What's that you're reading? Guylight. The heartbreaking tale of a girl who falls in love with a reverse vampire. Of a what now? A reverse vampire. You can only come out during the day. I'm at the part where it's her prom night and he promised to take her, but the clocks went forward, now it's on at night. What happens if he goes out at night? He gets really sleepy. Sounds interesting. What? It sounds awful, detective. Subtle. Like a gentleman. If you need anything else, I'll be here. Unless I'm not. Flickering lights. These brownouts seem like they make for frustrating reading conditions. True. A silence. I'm sorry, Your Majesty. Is this your to read pile? Oh, I've read all those. The desk is missing a leg, so I'm using them to balance out the computer. From a certain angle, it looks like Dule has crazy hair. Yeah, from a very certain... I wish you could see that angle though. Office, elevator. Office. I got this for Boris last time. I had to get out of paying fees. I'm gonna have to up the ante this time. Who's this? Oh, it's the... it's the receptionist. Cute. Even the lamp is flickering. Maybe there's a power shortage or something. An issue with the cables. Well, not the power shortage, then just an issue with the cables. I never know when I'll need to cut something in half. Or a lazy approximation of half. That's too accurate for me. That's very accurate. The computer seems to be broken. It's not broken, it's hollow. So they can store more books. Jesus Christ. Photocopier. An old photocopier. I can't imagine this gets much use. Oh, it does. When you renew your card each year, Dorix takes a photocopy of your butt for the rec— What the f— Everyone's butt? Just mine, now that I— What? That's the price of working out, I guess. Oh, so that's why his arms are like this. It's when he's working out. Roses are red, violets are blue. Your loaning rights are revoked due to books overdue. No, I want to read more. Come on, that was nice. Code clock. Looks like some of these codes have been here for years. We should go through their pockets. You know, for evidence. Yeah, I agree. You received item button. A button from an old coat. Great evidence, delay. Jesus Christ, delay. Why would you take the button? Officer. Yeah, okay, there's nothing else. An old elevator? Where's the staircase? We have none. There was a fire, and ironically, the fire escape was the only thing that was destroyed. Okay, sure, why not? Horror. I don't have the skills to wear up a normal button. Never mind this one. Horror. I want... Oh, I thought it was floor 1, floor 2, floor 3, floor horror. I didn't notice the giant letters. Sci-fi and fantasy children. Did something move over here? What a great game, huh? Yeah, they move. Yeah, fine looking drought species though. If we lived in medieval times, we'd be living the adventures of Darkside Belly and his square Deli. I don't know why I went for a Scottish accent. Glam tales for this adventurer. Library card. How convenient. I'd have expected to go through a series of semi-logical puzzles to get this. Fantastic orbit. Drowned in moonlight, strangled by her own bra. What? I wanted to be an astronaut when I was younger. Until I found out that they had to go into space. It looks like some of the rocket's aluminum is coming off. That could be useful. I mean, why would you want to become an astronaut if not to go to space? Don't— Oh, you asshole! Don't blink. Yeah. Screw you, buddy. I hated that. I hated that goddamn angel so much. What about this one? The words are short and I think I can read the whole book from one cover to the other cover. Oh, is that suitable for my age range? I read books about books for my age range, and they're all books about boys and wizards and talking dogs. Okay, I'll try it. I hope I like it because I've read all the books about boys and wizards and talking dogs in here. Boys and wizards. Oh, it's Adventure Time. Books. Why your parents don't let Jesus robot? I hope I get to have a pet robot someday. Too many responsibilities. Feeding it, rubbing its belly, teaching it to overthrow humanity. Why would you teach that? I want to be on their good side when the inevitable happens. Train. I've always loved trains and trams. Not monorails though. Think they're better than everyone because they're up in the air. True. A, B, C, CCR 4, 5, 6. What? That's not how the song goes! Vent. There's a cold draft coming from the vent. That can't be good for this kid's health. Nah, because the floating book. And the kid that it's talking with itself is perfectly healthy for it. Well, that's not right. Neat trick. What magic book did you learn that from, kid? It's not magic, it's... nothing. Who are you talking to, kid? I'm not telling you anything. I've heard what happens to people who do a snitch. Modern media is really making our job hard. It's the 34th from the first one. It's so linked. You look familiar. Have I arrested you before? Viewmaster. A Viewmaster? I loved those as a kid. I'll take this as and see if I can find a use. It's time like this that I miss walking the beat. The dust is strong under this. Makes me think it was moved recently. Well, move it then. Cut? No, I can't. How about I cut you up? Come on, Frankie. You can do better than that. Oh. Okay. But baby, inside it's a riot. How do I... yeah, there we are. Reading room hobby. Oh, hello, miss. I wasn't expecting anyone to be here. What kind of voice can I can barely make a lot of male voices. Hello, my name's Raxa. I'm here to study the strange going on. I guess that's why you're here too, detective? Oh, sure, that's me. Always investigating stuff. On purpose. Want to share what you found? Well, it's not much. Ah, god damn it. Παρακαλώ. Έλα. Ναι. Ναι. Οκ. Εντάξει. Είναι στην κατάψυξη τη δική μας. Είναι σε μπολάκια μέσα. Πρέπει να... ναι, και τα μπιφτέκια. Ναι, είναι στην αριστερά από την κοκακόλα. Τι? Δύο η μερίδα. Δύο η μερίδα. Ναι. Πρόσεξε μη βγάλεις όχι σοφρίτο, γιατί το παστίτσιο μοιάζει πολύ με το... ναι, πρόσεξε να βγάλεις παστίτσιο. Τσάου. Well, I'm going to have to edit that out. Well, it's not much, but there seems to be a strange concentration of energy in their next room. I'm searching the internet for a way to be able to see whatever it actually is. Well, let me know if you find anything. Who doesn't need salt in the 21st century? Mouse people? A fair point. Time always seems to stand still in boring places like libraries. Yeah. Or work. I hope there's nothing contraband in this pile. I don't know what that means. Anyways, you know what I mean. Microfilm room. Microfilm reader. It's broken. If I want to look at any microfilm, I'll need to find another way to do so. Let's see what we can find online. You didn't say the magic word. Enter password. Looks like I need to figure out the password. It's radiating energy, like Raxa said. I think that may be a clue, possibly. There's just too much here to take. Even my pockets have their limits. An old film viewing toy. Can I use it? Perhaps? Okay. Professor Theodore Library. Inventor of the library. Nope, not one word of that is true. He looks like he's jumping. You jump too if somebody shoved the pole up your behind. Okay, so now I have to start solving things in order to be able to carry more stuff. Wait a minute, these are printouts of children's art. Look at Mr. Moneybags and his deep pockets. Rich enough that he can pay child artists for original works, this guy. Jeez. Why are these fake? Well, you can't have kids painting over the books. True. Somebody seems to have left some glue here. It's not duct tape, but it could be useful. Oh, but I thought you said... Okay. Turning duct tape into pants. Make your nether sustainable. How to do DIY yourself. I'm really good at DIY. I get my sister to do it for me. I have no clue what DIY means, but now that I don't want to know. Thank you, Dooley. We have to get a reception. Let's see. I won't have this just yet. I might need it. Maybe there's a password. The library card of one smug-faced Paul Conway. Office. Maybe now. What could I use? What if I use glue? Okay. There's something else first, but I want to fix the rocket. Huh, what about you, Master? Let's go to that plan B. But I want to see... What if I threaten the book? I'm not trying to try that. Yeah, yes, need some stuff. Are you little... No? It was moved recently, but why can't I move it then? I should be able to cut the dinosaur up. Something must be inside the dinosaur. Do you know anything about this? Nope. Why would anyone have so many filing cabinets that they need a cabinet to store them in? got you. Well, if this stored some historical material, let's hope there was a point to this. Well, it fits. Let's look at what I didn't actually chop out of Twin Lakes' recent history. Spider moths do it again. Do it again sounds like they were on some kind of winning streak, instead of having burned down yet another stadium. Major staff cuts at City Library. Budgetary cutbacks have seen the local library reduced to a skeleton staff. I know Doors is old, but that seems a bit unfair. Rude? It means very few people work here. Oh, yep, just Doris now is actually a retired volunteer. Tough times. Tough times. Computer stock goes up, up, down, down, left, right, BA start. I shouldn't have read that out loud. I think I may have some I may have just summoned something. It's up, up, down, down, left, right, BA. Crackpot detectives claims teenagers' tags were a ritual meant to show the dead that walk among us. What? I remember this case. What the? Hello? Who are you and how did you get here? I am that which can never be unseen. The ooze from your nightmares, the knower of the unknown. Right, that's not very helpful if I'm honest. Help is there for those that know how to take it. Okay then, I'll bite. Tell me, oh knower of the unknown, what's going on here? I don't rightly know. Right, but I do know that the coward Yitz is protecting a hidden room, one that holds vast power and treasures. No doubt that which is responsible for the spectral summoning of myself and the others lies within. The others? The others! Detective, who are you talking to? I'm talking to... You know what, I don't even know how to explain this. Do you know this guy? What was that again? It's secret room, mount power within. We cool, bro? We cool. So... Oh, those are glasses, I thought. The white things was the white from his eyes. And the blue was his iris. Pray, sir, a moment of your time. Another one? Another? Ah, another spirit, yes. Then with your question, you have answered my own. Huh? Forgive me, but I wish to know if you have seen, on your travels, that scoundrel Crowley. Forcefully mysterious man in a silly hat? The very same. I knew he left here, but somewhere. He mentioned the hidden room? Yes, but on the matter, I shall say no more, not until the beast is gone. But I just want to... Not a word more, sir, not a word more. Are you Crowley? Yes, you are Crowley. You're the beast. God damn it, another phone call. Alright, hello. Γεμιστά για το βράδυ. Οκ, εντάξει. Έχουμε πιπεριές και ντομάτες. Έχουμε τα υλικά, έχουμε πιπεριές και ντομάτες. Και τότε πώς θα τα κάνουμε αν δεν έχουμε? Ναι, να μιλήσει με την τροφοδοσία, να δούμε τι θα κάνουμε. Yeah. Oh, this is going to be editing hell. I met your friend, Yitz. He says you won't stop spying on him. I find it most joyous to torment the man. He says you won't into that room you mentioned. I do. I'm most bored here. I need something to do, something to read. Why not use that computer to go online? 2 words. Safe search. Oh, right. Maybe I can find some kind of workaround? Please. Just stay here and don't do anything. Darkside, you mentioned you were looking for stuff on the internet. How did you get past the internet blocks? Up to something naughty, detective? Me? No, but I have this friend who needs to get past the library firewall. That's quite well protected, surprisingly. I think Doris was worried somebody could hack in to steal her unpublished fanfiction. But I figured out the admin password so I can bypass the block. Want me to give it to you so you can use it too? Please. Admin password. What? Clever. So clever. The password for Doors is internet block. Let's see what we can find online. Okay. Now, Crowley should be able to browse his heart's content. I'll let him know. Okay, I've set it up so you should be able to browse whatever you want. No restrictions. Excellent. You may not want to stick around for this. Right, I'll leave you to your business, so... Saw the door on your way out. Did I sense? Yes, the beast's eyes are focused elsewhere. The air is clearer now. Well, clearer is maybe not a term I'd used. Come again, sir? Never mind, just don't go into that room if you can avoid it. As you suggest. Now, what's this all about the hidden room? I'll share what I can. There is a place hidden behind the horror section on the 4th floor. The source of the phantasmic pollution afflicting this building is within. How do I get in? One of the books in the L section is a lever. Pull it out and fix this. Godspeed, man. Hear that, Dolly? Hear what? Hear what? Oh, yes, of course. We need to get to the 4th floor and open the secret room using one of the books in the L section. Wait, how did you know all this? Intuition? Of course, yes. Intuition. Are you an author too? I don't recognize you. Aye, but not like you toast with your library fiction. I wrote useful stuff like house wiring and how to down plumbing. I don't even know what accent I can pull out here. Think you could fix the elevator? With the right gear I could, I'd need a new button mind. Here you go. What's all this for? Could you use this button to fix the elevator? I can, but won't do anything. Needs to be conductive to make circuit work. How about the metal strip? Yeah, I'm so clever. Could this button replace the broken one in the elevator? Let me see. Looks like it'll do a job. Gives you a few minutes to pop it in place. Sweet. Thanks for fixing the elevator, Gale. Happy to help. If we're finding something useful again. Let's check the other places as well. Okay, big fan of your work. Thanks. Not you. Oh. Pratt said, I don't know who he is. Adams. I read your detective books. Wonderfully over the top. I think you should read this one. I read this one and I thought it was good. What's this about? It's a story about this kid who can see dead people. Oh, that's not for me. I'm scared of ghosts. I fear and find myself in the company of rather dreadful bunts. Rotters, a lot of them. The kid? No, he's charming. I mean the others. Occultists, horror writers, and DIY fanatics. Horrors, the lot of them. Okay. Let's see if there are any other ghosts. Nope. Oh look, Doris must have finally fixed the elevator button. No, it was... never mind. Looks like you can get to the roof from here. Thankfully it's locked. I'd rather not go back out in the storm. A collection of books that don't seem to fit anywhere else in the library. Like how to cook a dinosaur, if you ever catch one. The internet and other fads. Architecture of the Mind by Sarah Bell. And MMO accountancy. Be the fictional bugger you always knew you were. Those are all very irrelevant. You barely make teenage girls whimper, Howie. And how dare you insult the great H.P. Lovecraft? Only because they cannot fathom the dread I conjure, Eddie. You play on common cliches. Your penny dreadful like true horror. At best, spooky pulp. Edgar... yeah, who cares about Edgar Allan Poe? How dare you compare Poe with Lovecraft? I guess they're both good, but you know. Your best works aren't even written by you. Charlatan, fraud, undead trickster. If you feel that way, then why did you hide my work, Eddie? Again, I say do not have your book. You probably hid because it was too scary for you. Gah, you're an infuriating man. I'd say it kills. Just wait. Jungler wants an illustrated story. A guide to journaling your own death. From Axis to Zero Oxygen and Murderer's Primer. He's behind you. Are there any references to books? I've never been up here before. Because of the broken elevator? Because it's creepy up here. Animal Alignment? Steve Dukes, The Ankle Biters. Yep. I think this one is a reference, but I don't remember to which one. Bemoaners from Beyond the Grave. The Dead Person Murders. Calvin ate a cop. Did you kill him? I'm coming to get you. I'm going to get you too. You were out last time. Very Dark Places, an illustrated guide. The Compendium of Inept Deaths. They're not the scariest sounding of books, are they? I think I might have had an accident. The Dead Person. Everyone's guilty. The fast car killers, the followers, erroneous castrations, the diary of Evelyn Snokes, the girl who chokes. Everyone's guilty. Haunted place. They've gone to buy poison. Gasp. How they all died. Goodness me, he's dead. Henry Humphist, the Punch, to death champion of 1934 biography. The book Yeats mentions is missing. I didn't know they were a fan of Lovecraft. You're looking at the Lovecraft section. A bit too godless for my tastes. I wonder if the music book is the one Blyton took. Blyton, you're reading Lovecraft, you insolent, stupid child. No, this one's... Ghosts? What nose are you filling his shit with, detective? I see them. They're my friends. Well, this one is. Some of them are less friendly. But I like them because before they came the place was empty. Just me and Doris, and she's only interested in reading the most dreadfulest books ever written. Yeah, Twilight. I fear I find myself in the company of rather rough bunch. Rotters, the lot of them. The kid? No, it's charming. I mean, the others called it. I mean, I want the book. You usually have the book with L on it. Can I have the book, please? How about you? Blyton. No, I mean, you obviously have the book, Blyton. It has L written on it. Stabfest 6. The quirky killings. The rust that wouldn't clear. Quickly hide. The Ravager. The Revenger. QA 666. The quirky killings. Everywhere. Snakes. Tomorrow the world implodes. Scary book volume 4. The Trundling. Stabfest 6. The Underwhelmer. Vivienne's Hotset. Vet's Revenge. Where's Waldo's body? Nice. Vanity Kills. They yearn for blood. X marks the victim. Unzip the body bag. The yogurt hot drownings. Zesty recipes for evidence disposal. The pain giver. Places to die in. Places to not die in. The Origami Massacre. It's the Origami Killer from... It's a game. I don't remember which game. Murder! Ninja zombies and other terrible crossovers. You should have some references to creepypastas. Morals? No thanks! Never look in the fridge. Madman kills a person. No, don't do it! Nanny Nightmare. Map to murder. Murder! What's going on here? I didn't take this blasted book. It was that childish Blyton woman. Why don't you tell him that? He will not listen to me. He's convinced I hid it so more people would borrow my books over his. Nonsense. I care not for his current zeitgeist. My works are vastly superior. You know, everyone and their mother makes games about Lovecraftian horror. No one cares about you, Poe. Excuse me, did you steal Lovecraft's book? He and that Poe fellow won't stop fighting over which one has the most frightful book. I took his book in the hopes it would stop their arguing. It seems to have just made it worse. Well, I shan't give it back until they stop their silly bickering. I just shan't. How am I meant to stop those two fighting? That is not my concern. You want this book? You stop their fight. There got to be a scarier book than theirs around here. Surely it will stop their bickering. Yes, it's the receptionists. Why is the window on the roof blocked? For health and safety reasons. Can I get the key? Afraid not. Why? For health and safety reasons. You need a library card to borrow books. Can I sign up for one? No, I'm too busy reading my book to help. Soz. Dule, can I use your card? It still has fines on it. I bet you'd let me make a deal now, huh? If you need anything else, I'll be here, unless I'm not. How about this? I'd like to borrow that book every day. You need a library card to borrow books. Like this one? Like this one, yes. Oh, good. But not this one, it's not yours, that's not even your face on it. Yeah, you have to put your face. But I didn't a picture of myself. The things I do for this job. Yes, I knew it would work. Excellent. I feel like I'm back in kindergarten art class. This is going to be the least convincing fake idea I've seen all my years as a cop. I like to borrow that book you're reading. You need a library card to borrow books. Like this one? Oh. Well then, here you go, Paul. Paul? His name is... My name's Paul, like it says on the card. My card. Paul, Paul, Paul. Trashy novel. Mila Stephenson's reverse vampire novel guideline. Even holding it makes me ill. Is that a banana? Is that a banana? Yeah, I have to. So this book. Is this a book? No, it's not. What is it? The most horrific novel ever written. And it's not written by either of you. Let me see that. Teenage girl, reverse vampire, blah blah blah, love story. It sounds terrifying. Its mere existence gives me shivers. Do you agree it's more horrific than your works? Will you stop scumbling? Agreed. Agreed. Can you believe something so hideous exists? Can you believe it's so popular? Stoker must be turning in his grave. I hope the poor chap doesn't know. Well, there you go now. Back to finding the book at Thomas's library, I guess. I wouldn't agree on the scariest book. Can I have that novel now? Good, I daren't see why you want this fire thing, but I did promise. Here. Oh, you really let get illusion, detective. If the kid's a psychopath and likes floating books, then I think it'd be much healthier if I took it away from him. Here goes nothing. Doesn't seem to fit with a curious clicking noise. Alright, pull this and... Well, there's the hidden door hits and crawly we're talking about. Creepy doorways are a recurring motif I'm not too fond of. Let me guess. Staying here to cover me again? You got it in one, detective. Trying to avoid getting knocked out this time. What is all this? Magica. Aleister Crowley's guide to the popular wizard game. The Gnostic's guide to ghouls and ghosts. Rituals for modern rituals. They are all contraband occult books. This is quite a nasty treasure trove. Why didn't I know about this stuff? So what are you doing here? Like the moth to a flame, I am drawn to the eldritch energies emitted from this book. I like spooky books and electricity. I even lit candles to up the spook factor. Exposed wiring. Those loose wires seem to run to the roof. Books. The Necronomicon, a Cyclopean cookbook. The Necronominom. 101 ways to get ritual stains out of your carpets. A brief history of time magic. The art of pentagram drawing. A guide for sciencing your common with the moon. Then, okay. Normal library for this. Why did you take the skull? Baseball cap. What a strange thing to find here. A small hole. I don't fit my baby can drop something down to see where it lands. Like the baseball cap. Skull. I hope this works. Now to find where that landed. Hopefully without having caused any damage. A copy of Ripley's Cast It or Not. It seems to be open to the Summon Spirits page. Maybe if I close it, this whole mess will sort of itself out. Ouch! Seems to be started by this faulty wiring. I wonder where it goes. Up to the roof, of course. What's all this noise? I can hear myself read. So, kid, what do you know about the other side of that vent? I didn't mean to do it. Do what? I was lonely, so I went exploring. I found all these neat new books. But then one I read was scary and I ran off. Then the ghosts arrived, but I like them because now I have friends. See, he meant no harm. Troublemaker! Arrest him! Breaking and entering! Into your room of illegal books. Let's say both set of charges cancel each other out. Only if you get rid of the ghosts and find him somewhere else to go once in a while. You can join me in the Blood Wolves. Blood Wolves? The mayor stopped paying the deep tax, so we had to change from scouts. What's the deep? You okay with that, kid? Sure. That's great. But back to the task at hand. We need to stop energy flowing in the building and into that book. You'll need to get to the lighting conductor on the roof. Here, have the key. Dole, we're going to the roof. But it's raining outside. So, here we go. I suppose I've already decked out of one room instead of this case. I can't play that card too soon. You did, buddy. You did. More of that wiring from the secret room and leads to the roof. Do you need me to go all the way up there? Scared of heights? No. Yes. So, what do I need to do? Get down as soon as possible? Looks like the circuit's connected downstairs to this aerial. I guess I should break that circuit, then wire the air to the lighting rod so the car has somewhere to go. Makes sense. Oh no, not like this. Oh no, I hate these kinds of puzzles. Going to be here all day. Not these kind of puzzles. Why must you do this to me? I hate these puzzles. These puzzles are terrible. They're so awful. No one likes them. No one should ever like them. This, it was so close again. Hate this. Ah, I did it. Ouch, my hand. Look, detective, the storm is dying out. Imagine that. Okay, we should be able to close the book now. Bye. Franksville, detective. I don't see why I had to take all those books. Too late. They're contraband. Heavy contraband. With an agreement then, Doris. You don't find me for having a box. I don't sue the kid for ending the vault. I go back to business. Sounds haunting. You should also get that wiring fixed. Ah, fine. Come on, Dole. Let's get back to the office. See you at camp, Mr. Dole. See you there, Devon. Oof, that was fun. Now all I have to do is edit the parts out where I was talking to the phone. Alright. and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.